Hello student, this is our chapter number 2 of geography, landforms. In our previous class, we have studied about landforms, endogenic forces, internal forces, exogenic forces, external forces, type of landform, mountains, fold mountains. Now, in today's class, we are going to study about second type of mountain, that is block mountains. When the earth's crust bent, folding occurs, but when it cracks, faulting takes place. When it bends, folding occurs. Then we get to know that when crust bend, fold mountains create. But when it cracked, means faulting take place. Means that time when it cracked, faulting take place. Faulting may be caused by tension or compression forces or tension forces, which lengthen or shorten the earth crust, cause a series of it to subside or to rise above the surrounding levels. So these cracks cause faulting and may result in mass of land being pushed up between parallel cracks to form a block, and it form a block, or by sinking of land on either side of the block of the higher land. One side is higher, another side being sinked. Here is the photo explaining the block mountain, upside and the downside, the tension that occurs, fault planes, the fault and the fault scarp, that a place is become down and up one. Compression take place on the upper side, fault take place on the line in the second figure. In third place we saw the fault. What happens? Normal, reverse and transition fault. The raised block is called horst or block mountains. That raised block is called the horst or block mountains. The lowered block is known as the graben or rift valley. Black Forest in Germany, Vosges in France, Salt Range in Pakistan, and Vindhyas in India are some examples of block mountains. They are all the examples of block mountains. Characteristics of block mountains. What are the characteristics of the block mountains? These mountains have steep sides, flat tops, and flat bottoms. Block mountains are characterized by mountains steep slope and have more or less plain topography. Now let's talk about volcanic mountains. Volcanic mountains are the result of the accumulation of volcanic material ejected from the fissures of the Earth's crust. When a volcanic eruption takes place, hot magma is thrown out and it being to settle around the vent. Means when it happen, a hot lava, hot magma, hot magma throw out from the vent of the mountains and spread all over the vent, around the vent. After a period of time, a mountain starts building up around the vent. A mountain start building, and volcanic mountains are most diverse because they are great difference in volcanic eruption as well as the material they throw up. They usually have comparatively gentle slopes, which are they have gentle slopes which are due to the material which flow down, such as molten lava, cinders, ashes, dust. They are also referred to as mountains of accumulation. Mount Fujiyama in Japan, Mount Kilimanjaro in Africa, Mount Vesuvius in Italy are some example of volcanic mountains. There are some examples of volcanic eruption mountains. Characteristics of volcanic mountains. They have comparatively gentle slopes. They have gentle slopes during an eruption, volcanoes releases gas. The volcano releases gas, ash, solid rocks, lava, etc. These are the all material that are thrown out of the vent of a volcanic mountain. If the lava is acidic, the dome is high. If it is acid in the lava, then the dome is high. The slope are steep. Example, Fujiyama in Japan. But in volcanoes made of basic lava, the height of the dome is very low or slow than the normal acidic one. The slopes are gentle. Example, Mauna Loa of Hawaii Island is the example of normal basic lava mountain, volcanic mountain. Now, let's study about comparison between fold block and volcanic mountains. First, talk about fold mountain. These mountains are formed by large scale earth movement which causes fold or ridge. Now, block mountain. These mountains are formed by faulting which occurs in earth crust. Then that is built from the faulting of the crust. And volcanic mountain, these mountains are formed by volcanic eruption when magma erupts and piles upon the surface, collect on the surface through near about the vent of the mountains. What about fold mountains characteristics? These mountains are of two types. The old fold mountains have gentle slope and low altitude. Young fold mountains are higher and have steeper and deeper slopes. Young fold mountains. Now, block mountains. These mountains are also known as the horst tensional forces also cause the formation of a graben or rift valley. These mountains are steep, sided, and flat top. Now, volcanic. These mountains have comparatively gentle slope. They may be cone shaped, sharp, or like a dome. These are the all type of volcanic. Example of fold mountains: Urals, Aravallis, Andes, Alps, and Atlas, etc. are all the examples of fold mountains or some examples of fold mountains. What about block mountains? Example of block mountains: Black Forest and the Vosges are the example of block mountain. Now, volcanic mountain example is Mount Fujiyama at Japan, and Mount Kilimanjaro. These are the example of volcanic mountain. So students, that's all from this class. In our next class, we are going to study about importance of mountains, valleys, plateaus, and more. Till then, read this chapter at your home, and if you find any problem, any difficulty in any topic that I have explained to you, you can ask me. Thank you. Thank you, students.